we are distributing negative 2. So what's negative 2 times 5? Negative 10x. Don't forget your negatives. And negative 2 times negative 16?
32.
Positive 32. Now make sure that you do not forget this positive because you're distributing a negative. That is the most common error, right? Be careful about distributing that negative. Yes. Negative times negative. Yes. Okay, now negative 3 times 7. What we got? Negative 21. Negative 3 times negative m. Positive 3m. And don't forget, we still have this negative 4 m's and m's. My mother said when I was a little kid, I called them m's and m's. That's what she said.
I still call them m's.
No, m's and m's. Anyways, what do we do now? Combine the m's and m's. So we've got positive 3 and negative 4. Who wins, good guys or bad guys? Bad guys. So we've got negative 21 minus 1m. You don't have to put that 1 there. Any questions? Okay. Who got those 2 right? We're doing good, huh? Well, you're going to do good guys, bad guys. So bad guys win by 1. Okay. Simplify the following expression. So again, now when x equals this, so what word do we say instead of plug in? We want to say the correct. We want to say the mathematical word. Substitute. Everybody say substitute. Okay, here we go. So we're going to put in 0.5 here. Now you don't actually have to distribute. No, because you can just add these two. Negative 8 plus the negative 0.5. I mean 18, excuse me. Okay, negative 18.5. Because it's right there.
Oh, you're just remaking it?
Well, they're telling us that x is equal to negative 0.5.
What about before?
The last class told me the wrong answer. It's 74. They told me 72, but it was 74. I don't know. Yeah, negative times a negative is a positive. So 74. Okay, here we go. Simplify the following expression. Okay, can we combine like terms?
No.
Yes, we've got w's here.
Yes.
So we're going to combine these w's. We're going to combine the numbers. And what do we get?
Combining is
12.
adding, right?
Yeah, adding, subtracting. So 12 minus 3? 9 w.
What?
Negative.
And then 16 minus 17 minus 1.
Oh man, because there's a minus between the 3 and 4.
Okay, here we go. The total cost for renting a helicopter is this. Okay, what is the constant? 75, you're right. 75, the constant is 75. So this is the vocabulary part. This is the vocabulary part. Remember you had to learn that vocabulario? Yeah. Nope. You're allowed to use your brains though. You shouldn't need a calculator. Shh. Okay, negative 21 AB. Alright. Oh yeah, this is just asking you for the coefficients. So I can highlight them. Negative 21, what else? 28, anything else? 3, and negative 4. Remember, you have to say the negative. Don't forget the negative, or you're going to get it wrong. Okay, how many terms in this one? Okay, what's the definition of a term?
Number or coefficients or
positive, negatives, or parentheses. So how many are there? No.
Three.
Oh, wait, there's
There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so those are all terms. Remember, you have to write the negative. Any questions? Any questions? You guys see it? You have to say negative 4x y squared, negative 21, negative 7. So even though they're separated by a negative, and that's a good way to see them, you have to actually say the negative when you name the term. Right? Okay. Let's see what we have here. 9t plus... The answer is all of these 5 things you would have to write out separately. Like separated by a comma or something. They're asking you for the terms. So you would say the terms are, just like we did on that homework, negative 21, comma, 3, comma, negative 4x y squared, comma, negative 7, comma, and 4zw2m.
Oh, that's just all you gotta do?
Yeah, you're showing that you know the vocabulary.
Oh,
Okay, so now we want to simplify expression. I like this problem. This one's a little tricky. So Chris bought 8 tickets to attend high school, basketball games, and football games. The expression blank represents basketball, and this thing represents football games. Now they say they want you to show how much more he paid for basketball than football. Now, when you say something's more than something else, is that addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? I heard 2 people say subtraction. Why? They're right.
Because you have to more.
Yeah, one thing more than another you need to subtract. Like if I have $9 and you have $2 and we say how much more do I have, we would subtract. So we're subtracting. We're subtracting what they told us the basketball game was to the football game. So basketball game was 9t plus 25. And then we're subtracting from that what? 8t plus 10.
Wait, is that?
Right there, 9t plus 25. It's a t. I do capital T because the lowercase t looks like a plus. Okay? So 9t plus 25 and then minus. Now remember, this looks like when we have to distribute this negative sign, right? What does that do when we distribute the negative 1? Yeah, it changes our sign. So this turns into a negative 8t, and this turns into negative 10. Now we can combine like terms. 9t, and then negative 8t. Okay, 9 minus 8 is 1t. You don't have to write the 1. And what else? 25 and negative 10 plus 15. Very good. Very, very good.
We're very smart, guys.
Super smart.
Super smart.
Perimeter. This is a really tricky problem. I was looking at the problem last class, and I'm going to make sure there isn't a negative here, because that makes this problem very weird. So I'll show you. Anyways, so the perimeter, the total perimeter, how do you get perimeter? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. It's all addition, right? So the perimeter, the total perimeter is this thing. So I'm going to write that at the end of the equation, right? 24x minus 20. And then the length of 2 sides of it is this, 9x minus 5. And we're adding it to 8x plus 20, right? But we're missing a side. So they say, what's the last side? Isn't that interesting? I like this problem. How do we do it? Kind of. Kind of. Yes. Exactly. We add the left side first. So what do we get? 9 plus 8? 17x. And then 20 minus 5? 15. Okay. Okay, so there's a missing side though. So this doesn't quite equal it. So we shouldn't put it equal, we should say it doesn't equal. But it's missing side plus this. So 17x, we need to get to 24x. What are we missing? Exactly, we subtract. So we're missing 7x. Okay, what about to get to negative 20? That's why this problem is messed up with the negative 20. Let's just make it positive. Why not? I'm going to make this positive because that makes a lot more sense. So now we need to get from 17x, from 15 to 20. What do we need? We need 5. So 7x plus 5 is our missing side. That's our missing side. So there are 3 sides to the triangle, right? Okay, so if we had 9x minus 5 for the first side, which is what they said, and 8x plus 20 for the second side, which is what they said, this we also need to make the total. We need, yeah, from 17x, exactly. So it's kind of a tricky make-trickster question. I'm seeing a confused face right here. It's a little tricky. Yeah, well, watch the YouTube. You can figure it out. All right, what is it? Yes? How to get 7? Good question. 17x, 24x. How many more do we need? Because we got one missing side. 7. You're subtracting, basically. Okay? All right, good question. All right, here we go. What's the greatest common factor? 2? Really? There's nothing higher?
22.
You're right. It's 2. Okay. How many x's can we take out? 1. How many y's can we take out? 0, because there's no y in the second one. Because 54 and 22. The biggest thing we can take out is 2. 4 doesn't go into both. 6 doesn't go into both. We need to take the greatest thing out of and z. Yes. X and z. Now remember, they're not asking us to factor it. They're just asking us to name the greatest common factor. So we're not going to Jeopardy it yet.
I just Jeopardy it.
Yeah, but you didn't have to. You need to find the greatest common factor only. 2xz. You could have written 2x to the first, z to the first, but you don't need to. All right, moving on. Simplify the following expression. How do we do that? How? You combine like terms. Very good. X, but there's a negative. Yeah, so we need to change the signs here. Negative 3x and positive 10. Don't forget that. So x and negative 3x. Who wins? Good guys or bad guys? Bad guys. Okay. 6 and positive 10. Well, that's just 16. Positive 6 and positive 10 is 16. All right. Simplify the following expression. Negative 17x squared plus 6y. There's a negative here. So negative of a negative is positive 7x. And the negative of a negative again is positive 10. So let's copy down these original terms. 17x squared. I think I need more room. The magic lasso. Plus 6y. Okay. 17x squared plus 6y plus 7x plus minus 10. Plus 10. Now what? Now what? Okay, what like terms do I combine? We got x squared. Is there another x squared? Nope. Yeah, there aren't any like terms here. So we have to leave this answer like this. It's a little tricky McTrickster. There are no like terms, so this is your answer.
So it has to be exact.
This is your answer.
The whole thing?
Yeah, because there are no like terms to combine. Remember, your variables have to be exactly the same. So there are not two x squareds, are there? And there are not two y's, there's not two x's, right? So these all stay the way they are. I made this highlight too big. What can I do? Let's see if I can shrink it.
You did the same thing with the next one.
Correct. I'm shrinking the highlight. Yeah, that's the magic glass. Well, actually that wasn't the magic glass, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, next one. What's the difference here?
Nothing.
There's no negative now. So now, if you want to see your answer, it's actually already written there. All we need to do is erase stuff. You want to see me do fancy computer erasing? Watch this fancy computer stuff. It's like magic.
Amazing.
Okay, so that's your answer. Negative 17x squared plus 6y minus 7x minus 10. Hmm? Alright, any questions? Alright.
What have you done?
What have I done? Nothing.
What? Is that the answer now or what?
Yes. Now my computer's glitching. Thanks a lot, computer. Alright. Okay. There we go. Simplify the following expression. So, 11xy. Is there an xy? Yeah, so we're going to combine it with xy. 3x. Is there another x? Nope.
Nope. Yeah, in the 5x squared.
Yeah, but it has to be just x. Okay, is there another b squared?
Yeah.
Nope.
Wait, there's two regular B's.
No, but there's regular b's, so we need to add those two together.
So that's
Alright, so let's add them together. Negative 11xy and negative 10, we get negative 21xy. No, because we're good guys, bad guys.
and then 9b.
Let's see, correct. Good guys win, so 9b. And then these other ones, we're just going to copy them down because there weren't any like terms for them.
So what do we do with them?
We just copy them down because we can't add them to anything. Uh-oh.
So we just leave them B?
Yes, but we do have to write them in our answer.
Oh, okay.
So negative 3x, positive 1b squared, negative 5xy to the squares. Yes?
That's the answer? Yeah.
Maybe. Alright, here we go. X squared plus 7x. Okay, what do we have?
X squared.
There's x squared to combine. Anything else?
5x.
So 7x, 5x. Yes. Here we go. Alright, x squared, negative 6x, negative 5x squared, 7x and 5x, and 19. Alright. More perimeter. More perimeter. More perimeter.
12x.
What's perimeter?
It's 12x. Wait, it's half.
Did I miss an x?
Yeah.
Okay, I need the magic lasso. Magic lasso has saved me. Thank you, magic lasso. Actually, Michaela saved me. Better give her some points. Hmm? Because we have positive 1x squared, and we have negative 6. So bad guys win by 5.
Oh.
Yes?
Doesn't matter which order.
No. No, you don't have to worry about the order. Alright, 5x plus 15, 7x minus 26, 4x minus 1. So all they're asking for is the perimeter, so we add them. 5x plus 7x plus 4x, what do we get?
16x.
That's correct, 16x. 15 minus 26 minus 1.
Negative 12.
Negative 12. Well, I cheated. I did this last period. Ha ha.
Hey man, stop it.
Well, I didn't really cheat. I just know my math so well.
Oh, kill him.
Well, if you were a math teacher, you'd probably know your math pretty well too. That's the answer. Factor the following expression. Now, this should not have a .50.
Wait, how'd you get 12? What? Oh, good.
Just adding 15, 26, and 1 there. Negative 26, negative 1. Factor, it means jeopardy. Okay, so what can we take out here? 10. 30. Oops, it's not 30. What am I saying? 3v plus 1. No, we gotta take off the .50. .50 should not be there.
Why'd you put it there?
I didn't. Somebody else wrote the step.
Oh.
But I have to fix it for next year.
Would it be 1.5 though?
No, if it was 50 cents, then there wouldn't be any common factor.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because I didn't feel like it. Alright, because then I have to go push more buttons. Factor the following expression. Now there's a trick here. Does anybody want to know the trick?
Yeah, 9.
What do you think, Connor?
I think it's add 9, and if you add 8 plus 1 is 9, and you divide by 9.
Very good. She figured it out. Say it louder. What do you mean it's just 27? Yes, 27 is the greatest common factor, not 9. So that was a little tricky. 27. So we have 1y minus... How many times does it go in? 3. Good. So that one was a little tricky. Well, what's the biggest thing we can divide into 27 and 81? Well, it looks like 9, but actually it's 27. Bigger. So it was a little tricky. Okay, what about 16 and 64? 16, you are correct. 16. Alright, how many x's can we take out? 1. How many y's can we take out? None. How many z's? 1. Alright, 1. And there's a y. Oh, 4. Yeah, that's right. No, it's 1. Right. Minus 4. And then the xz's both came out. And we're done. Bye, YouTube.